Professor James Duane of the Regent University Law School is here with us. And Professor, what difference does it make if he fires or if Rosenstein resigns? What's going to be the consequence?
If he resigns, that would be more attractive from Trump's perspective, because that gives Trump additional latitude to name a replacement without having to go through Senate confirmation. Under the regulations on the books right now, if Rosenstein voluntarily leaves the post, Trump can replace him with any other official, high-ranking official of the Justice Department who has already been confirmed by the Senate.
Okay.
That's under the Federal Vacancy Act. Excuse me. But if Rosenstein is fired, Trump would have to go through the ordinary process of naming a replacement who would then be subject to Senate confirmation. And we've seen the partisanship right now that's raging in the Senate that's going to make it relatively difficult for Trump to accomplish anything with the consent of the Senate.
Well, it looks like after the election, the chances are he'll want to replace the Attorney General. Who would fill in with him? Is it the Solicitor General? Who's next in line?
If he fires the Attorney General?
Yeah.
He'd have to name a replacement. He'd have to name someone else to take over as the Attorney General, and that individual would also need to be confirmed by the Senate.
So,
like any other cabinet official.
So he's kind of stuck on this, isn't he?
Well, that may be one of the reasons why he hasn't moved a little more quickly to replace Attorney General Sessions. We know that President Trump has been very fond of publicly voicing his displeasure with Sessions' performance, but he hasn't fired him in part because I expect he understands how difficult a replacement might be. What
do you think about this Mueller thing? Have you gone into any detail as to his background, as to what he's capable of or isn't capable of?
Well, no. I think Mueller, he's got a fine reputation. Yeah. He's been a veteran prosecutor for many years. He's been inside the Justice Department for decades. And I think he's widely respected by individuals on both sides. Nobody, to my knowledge, has yet come out with accusations against him about misconduct he committed in high school. Yeah. But there have been serious questions raised about the nature and the scope of the investigation.
Well, it seems like they're all buddies, aren't they? I mean, Rosenstein is a buddy, and Mueller's a buddy, and then the former head of the FBI, Comey, is a buddy. They were all there together, weren't they?
They have long-standing personal and professional connections. That is true.
What about all these tweets that have gone back and forth between, McCabe and the lady and Schrock and so forth? What does that do? It looks like to me it leaves a stain on the reputation of the Justice Department and the FBI, doesn't it?
I'm afraid there's no question about that, yes. A lot of these emails that are coming to light very gradually.
Yeah.
Each successive wave of new emails that are brought to light they're only bringing into greater discredit the once impeccable reputation of the FBI.
Well, the House committee asked Rosenstein for documents. He refused to do it, and there was some thought of them moving to impeach him.
Yes, there's been some discussion on that, but as far as we're aware, no serious effort along those lines has yet been undertaken.